Now, Hyundai has seen quite a lot of success in India, but with the Sonata brand, not so much. Still, never say die. Hyundai have just launched Sonata version 3. Here's Kailash Menon to tell you if the third time's the charm.
Now these first drives conducted by various car manufacturers are funny things. It's much like turning up for a blind date. I mean, you get to know only the basic information. What's the name of the girl? What does she do for a living? What are her likes and dislikes? And what's the food she eats? Today, I'm on a blind date-like situation with the all-new Sonata 2012. The trouble is, we got very little time to figure her out. So in this review, I'm going to tell you only the essential bits that you need to know. Nothing more, nothing less. One glance at this car and you would agree that Hyundai has cracked the design code. This is the 6th Gen Sonata. It's got curves and contours as delicious as its European rivals. It's swoopy, swanky, and it's all set to woo the corporate fat cats. Wondering what's under the bonnet? Now doing the pulling is a 2.4-litre GDI petrol engine that does about 200 bhp and 250 Newton meters of torque. There are two transmission options on offer. There is a standard 6-speed stick shift, and just in case if you want to have a fancy automatic one, there is a 6-speed automatic with paddle shifters on offer too. Sounds good, but is it refined and quite enough to transform into a corner office on wheels? Now the GDI engine is super refined. On the run also, even if you're stressing her out, she goes about doing her duty without any drama. The only noise that seeps into the cabin is a bit of road noise made by the 17-inch radial tires. Yes, it's refined, but is it responsive? Well, I'll have to say yes it is, because in the lower gears and lower revs, it just pulls off neatly, so which is very handy when you're slogging it through bumper-to-bumper traffic. And on the highway, when you put your foot down to the mat, this thing just hauls itself over speeds of 100. And after that, you just slot it onto the 6th gear, and your interstate travels are taken care of. Having said that, it's no high-revving, rubber-burning sports saloon. It handles pretty well on the straight line sprint, but has confidence issues when it comes to corner carving. The suspensions, though on the stiffer side, do absorb the humps well. And for the glitches? For starters, the steering wheel does feel a bit vague, especially at high speeds, which is not a very assuring fact. For example, look at this. I'm doing speeds of 90 right now, and even if I turn the wheel to this extent, there is absolutely no communication and the car is almost placid. And glitch number 2 would be the A-pillar. I mean, it does put a bit of a blind spot, especially when you're negotiating a roundabout or a U-turn. The dual-zone climate control and the ventilated seats kept the Chennai heat out of the cockpit. Like the Verna, the Sonata too reeks of the fluidic design philosophy. It's got smart xenon wraparounds. The chrome shards on the grille, to be quite honest, is a bit of an overkill. Rest of the shape will remind you of a stunner from the Mercedes-Benz stable. Now, is it just me or you two think when viewed from the rear, especially this angle, the Sonata resembles the Mercedes CLS? The folks at Hyundai seem to have swiped the style from the best in the business. Copycats. But you know what? I meant it in a good way, because you get great styling for the price of good. But how good is it on the insides? Now on the insides, I love this cascading waterfall-like center console. The buttons feels nice to touch and easy to operate. A lot of brushed aluminium, which is nice again. Some fake wood. What I don't like that much is the black and beige combo. I'm not a big fan of it, but what's a mood kill here is the beige on the steering wheel. I mean, this just doesn't look right, but probably it just could be me. I mean, you might just like it. What I do like is plenty of cubby holes. One up here to keep your toll receipts, another one here to keep your knickknacks, 2 drink holders up here, a cubby up here, and one for your sunglasses too. All in all, I have to say the interiors are pretty handsome. With 6 airbags, ABS and EBD, it's pretty sorted on the safety front. Bottom line, it's a good looking car, it's fairly good to drive and comes with a fat feature list. But the best bit? At 18.5 lakh rupees ex-Delhi, it's cheaper than the Accords and the Superbs. So if you want an executive saloon, the Sonata is money well spent.
And that's our show for this week. We've had a great time making it. We hope you've had a good time watching. Remember, you can catch the entire episode online at timesnow.tv or join the conversation at facebook.com/timesdrive. Till next week then, ciao.